Hey everybody, a New Year's video 2024. Here to talk to you a little bit about the music that I got for Christmas and then unbox this bad boy. Wonder what's in here. So first of all, for Christmas, I got the Black Sabbath Super Deluxe edition of Technical Ecstasy. And they did an awesome job on it again. Those super deluxe ones, they do a great job on. Came with a double live album, plus 3 other albums, plus a program, plus a hardcover book, tons of stuff, big poster. Sounds great. Sounds better than I remembered it being. It's not remembered as one of their best albums, but it sounds pretty good. I also got from my daughter the new Pearl Jam album, which is kind of thinking outside the box. I don't think I've bought any of their stuff since college on cassette. I might have bought a couple CDs. Yield maybe would have been the last one I got. So that's cool. Haven't listened to any of their new stuff. Don't listen to the radio or anything like that. So we gave that a spin. Sounded pretty good. And I got $50 iTunes card, which I like to use for stuff that doesn't necessarily have to be listened to on vinyl. So I have up here, I bought one of the newer Local H CDs, Lifer. Sounds great. Local H is so listenable. They just write catchy songs over and over and over again. One of those bands that people call a one-hit wonder and think that they disappeared. They've been around forever. They keep playing. I'd love to see them live next time they come around. I bought Wasps, The Crimson Idol, because on iTunes you get it as a double album. There's like 20 songs, 19 or 20 songs on it, or maybe even more. So that's a super amount of value, and I remember that being a great album. I don't think I owned it, but I remember just listening to it in various forms, bits and pieces. I think he does, Wasp do a cover of When the Levee Breaks on there, so that'll be interesting to check out. And I bought a Monkey 3 album, $6. How many songs are on this? Tons of songs on it. Yeah, 12 songs for $6. And Monkey 3, they don't have it's instrumental, don't have a singer, but if you like groovy kind of like stoner rock riffs, great band, you would love it. I got Slaughter's Stick It To You. That is a total high school buy. Carrie and I listened to that album to death when it first came out. His voice is a bit of an acquired taste, but it kind of suits those songs perfectly. And then I bought the Boy Genius record called The Record. Boy Genius is like a trio of folk singing super popular girls right now. When I bought that, my kid was like, "What are you doing buying that? That's not something you listen to." But once in a while I like a female folky voice. So that kind of fit the bill. And actually, I've listened to the album a few times now, and the songs that I really like, and the songs that aren't for me are not great at all. So I don't know. I know it'll get a ton of listens out of me, but I know my wife won't listen to it at all. So before I open this crazy package, Absorb. I don't know if you can see this shirt. I treated myself to this shirt. Absorb is like a sludge doom band from here. It's my buddy actually sings in the band. My buddy Eric, he's an amazing drummer, but he fell in love with this style of music. Fell in love with what this band had to offer, and basically like trained himself to sing about 4 different vocal stylings for these guys. And their EP, actually it feels like a full-length album when you listen to it, is called Rot. I think this is cover art or maybe a variation. Do I have it? I don't have it down here. Anyways, check them out. If you like bands like Neurosis, or if you like Primitive Man, or you like Village of Dead Roads, then you'll really like these guys. Super heavy stuff though, so make sure that you're into that scene, or you're probably just not going to enjoy it. But if you like bands like the ones I mentioned, they do an incredible job. So I have never been a Discogs guy. I've always poked around on it. I found it really tough to navigate, didn't really know what I was looking at, and all the like run out codes and this and that, and released in Canada, and what's a first edition and what's not. It's all very confusing to me. I don't figure I own anything of value from like the 60s, 70s, 80s. So I just never really got hooked on that site, but I thought that's probably the only place I'm going to find the vinyl that I want without paying a fortune to get it from the States, if I can even find it. A lot of this stuff is not even being printed anymore, the stuff that I like, or in small quantities, so it's probably going to cost me a fortune on top of the shipping. So I figured maybe I'll poke around on Discogs and see if I can find like a couple Canadian sellers, maybe reduce the price a little bit as far as shipping goes. And I found one seller named Templedoor. It's all, I think it's one word, Templedoor. And he was out west, Saskatchewan, I think. And man, he had like 3,500 albums up for sale. I don't think he's a store, or at least not like a storefront store, but yeah, like a crazy selection, all heavy stuff, all like the doom and like the death and sludge and post rock, post metal, all the kind of stuff that I like is like exclusive on his site. So I just asked him, reached out to him and I said, man, you have some amazing stuff, all the stuff that I like. How does this site work? How does the shipping work? Like, how do you combine shipping? Do you even like, what's an ideal amount of albums to order? Because you have like 20 that I would order, but I obviously can't order that many. And he got back to me, I messaged him at like midnight and he was back to me in, within 15 minutes with an email. He suggests he had just dropped the price of like every single album by like $1 too, which was just crazy timing on my part. And then because I was willing to buy 5 albums, he cut a discount, which I wouldn't expect from him all the time because his prices were really good, in my opinion. He had tons of stuff that nobody has to begin with. And then on top of that, his prices were good. It was almost like one of those things where, because I wasn't familiar with the site, I wasn't sure what I was getting into, but that maybe there might be some sketchiness there. No. So he gave me a killer deal. I grabbed 5 albums, 4.5 albums, you'll see. He shipped out the next morning. The shipping said it wasn't supposed to be here till the 9th. It's here by the 5th, which he doesn't have a lot of say in that, but still awesome. Like, I'm just saying, like, really positive experience. So anyways, you want to check out what I got? I will show you. The best part about this is that these 5 albums I was never ever gonna find in one spot ever again. Like this, it's one and done with this guy, and he has probably another 15 albums that I could buy in any combination, and any of those combinations I'm not gonna find in one spot anywhere else. So good on him for liking this kind of music. I would assume he's a huge fan of this music. I'd actually like to chat it up with him sometime, but we just kind of kept it to the sale, and he accepted e-transfer and PayPal, which is awesome. Sorry, it's taking a little while. He's got taped up, so good, nice and packed well. Okay, so let's see what we got. I don't even know if I remember what all I got. I think so. I know what this is for sure. Whoa, wait a minute. Okay, so crazy. So right off the bat, absorb. Right off the bat, I did not order this. So that's pretty sick. I guess it's a 7-inch. I've never heard of them. Damn, son. What? All right. Crazy. Okay, well, I did not expect that. So that's gonna get a spin tomorrow. What the hell? Okay. I did pick a 7-inch off of his site, but not that one. So now I'm kind of worried. No, you know what? Nothing to be worried about. This is the one I ordered. Sick. That's a sick freebie. Okay, check this out. Oh, wait, is this what I think? I don't think this is what I ordered. I ordered a 16 fistula split. And this looks like it's a 16 Hemdale split. Whoa. Yeah. Okay, so I think this is not the album that I ordered. But that's pretty crazy. Actually, that's hilarious. Look at where the holes cut on that. That's funny. So I think this was a mistake. I ordered the 16 fistula split, and I got a I got a fistula Hemdale split. So that sucks a little bit because I ordered it for the 16 side of the split, as I love 16. 16 is probably my top 5 favorite bands of all time. But this is obviously probably going to be pretty cool, and it looks nice. So we'll probably just hang on to this and save the hassle of sending it back and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know either one of these bands. Like I said, I really only ordered it to get the 16 part of it. So, Boo Boo, I'll follow up with him on that, but I think I'll probably just keep that, save us some hassle. So anyways, that was supposed to be a 16 fistula split. And by the way, that was numbered to 400 copies. So that's kind of cool. All right, what do we got next? Oh, yes. Okay, so this is Neurosis. Fires Within Fires. So I don't own any Neurosis, but I love their sound. And I've always just kind of, oh, this is sealed. Boom. I knew a couple of these might be sealed, but I also kind of forgot. So anyways, I'm not sure what the color of the vinyl will be on this one. Oh, right there, gray marble vinyl. So yeah, I've never owned any of it, but I've always loved the sound of it. And so this was an opportunity to get it on vinyl. That's the kind of band, that's the kind of sound that deserves to be played on a record player. So super excited about that. Man, this one might be sealed too, which is insane. Oh no, this one's open. Okay, so here we go. Graves at Sea. So I don't think this band has put out barely anything. And I think I've only ever heard 3 songs from them, but all 3 songs just caught me immediately and were just like heavy and punishing and like very riffy, really cool soaring vocals. So this is another one of those bands where I was like, man, if I'm going to own anything from this band, I'm going to try and find it on vinyl. And there's not a lot of vinyl out there, and it's not cheap. Black, but that's a double. So that's cool. Little double vinyl there. Graves at Sea. I don't even know if this is still a band, but what I've heard of them, like I said, I've only heard 3 songs, and I don't even think they have that many songs, but I just wanted to have it on. I'm not going to put this away right now. I just wanted to have it on vinyl if I was going to have it. Boom. There it was on his site. So then things were really picking up steam. And it was hard for me to... I was going to reach out to him a few times, and I just kept not doing it because it just didn't get the site. And I was having a really tough time figuring out how to get to the marketplace and only search specific sellers and stuff. I'm sure it's really not that hard. I just sucked at it. But once I got it figured out, it was just awesome album after awesome album. Well, this is sealed. Okay. Witchcraft. Nucleus. This is one of the newer ones. Maybe the newest? Might be the newest. Newer for sure. This band is like pure Sabbath worship. Again, some kind of acquired taste vocals, but he has a crazy range. So once it's one of those bands that it's almost like Danzig, where the first few times you hear it, you're like, I don't know if this is my thing, and you kind of put it down, but then you come back to it and you come back to it and you come back to it. Tight band too, Great guitar work, and they mix up the guitar tones too. Some really fuzzy stuff and some really kind of plinky medieval sounds sometimes. They really mix it up. But anyways, I'm not gonna open this. I'm not sure if it's colored or anything like that, but just love this band. And another I think I now own all of their albums, or maybe I'm missing one on either CD or on vinyl. But yeah, just love that. So I think there's only one more. Yep. Canadian Chevy. You want to talk about Black Sabbath worship bands. The first while that I heard this, it's like, man, they are just totally just ripping off Black Sabbath. The singer is trying to sound exactly like him. The riffs are all the same. Some of the songs actually sound like they just changed the lyrics. But then the more I listened to them, the more I was like, nah, this has got a sound to its own. And yes, he does sound like Ozzy a bit, but he has his own kind of quirky, weird little like tints on. I don't even know how to describe it, but he definitely has these like vocal intonations that pull himself away from Ozzy and into his own pocket. And they when they slow it down, their songs are like, some of their songs are so epic. Like Persona is a song, if you want to check out a Chevy song that you might be right up your alley, try Persona or try Ultra Glide. But really, like, if you're a Sabbath fan, you don't get any closer to like wishing that the old Sabbath was still making music. I used to describe these guys as, if the original Black Sabbath never broke up, this is what they would have sounded like by like 1995. So anyways, if that interests you, check them out. They're from like the East Coast, and I think they even still do shows once in a blue moon, but I think one of them has cancer right now. So I think he's fighting cancer. So anyways, check it out. These guys are definitely worth a look. Check out Absorb. Check out iTunes for stuff that you don't want to play on your album, on your record player, I mean. And check out Templedoor on Discogs. Minor little slip up there, but almost an honest mistake. But yeah, I am very content with that. Super happy with that. I'll have to go back in and figure out a way to order that 16 split. So anyways, thanks for watching. Happy New Year. Keep listening to great music. We'll see you next time.